Welcome back, my fellow Strongman fans, and sorry for the delay on getting this one out to you guys and girls. Been pretty busy filming for a Marvel film, which some of you may not know that I do on the side, bit of TV and film work, so apologies on getting this one out late, like I said, but I've managed to get the video done, edited it nicely down for you, nice and bite-sized, from the final show of the year for Giants Live, and obviously it was the penultimate one, which ended up in the Sheffield arena. And obviously this was, you know, the battle between essentially Adam Bishop, the previous Britain's Strongest Man, and now the new champion, Tom Stoltman, World's Strongest Man and British Strongest Man 2021. The athletes that took part on the day, we had first of all Luke Stoltman, the current Europe's Strongest Man, obviously Tom's older brother. Then we had Desmond Gahan. This was his first appearance on British Strongest Man. He's Wales' second strongest man. Then we had Paul Smith, UK's second strongest man from 2021. This young chap was making his appearance here on Giants Live. Then we had Shane Flowers. He actually won England's Strongest Man 2021. His first appearance as well. Then we had Parter Dwyer, Ireland's Strongest Man. Obviously a fan favourite as well. Then obviously Graham Hicks, who won the previous year in 2018, and he was trying to get the obviously title back from the UK. Mark Felix, obviously, you know, the legend, the man that never ages. Andy Black, Scotland's Strongest Man for 2 times. Then moving on, we had Tom Stoltman, the World's Strongest Man. And as we know, spoilers alert, is now British Strongest Man. Lastly, Adam Bishop, the previous British Strongest Man. So those were your 10 athletes from the day, and obviously a great solid lineup. And I just want to mention about Mark Felix. I mean, you know, the guy is 55 years old now, and he's still up there with you know, a high level of athletes, super hungry, and obviously 20 years younger than him, and ultimately is still up there with the best. So, you know, massive respect to Mark that he's still doing it. So as always, I've managed to condense the entire show into just under 20 minutes of footage for you guys, so it's nice and condensed. And I've picked my favourite 2 head-to-heads from those each of those events, just so you can kind of see and get a feel for what sort of competition there was. Obviously, I have highlighted the newcomers as well, but of course the top 3 from pretty much all the events. And the first event was actually a dumbbell medley. So the dumbbells themselves started from a weight range of 80 kilos all the way up to 120 kilos. And here are the scores for the top 3. So you've got Luke, Tom and Adam in the first 3 running there. So really good from those chaps for the opening event. So here we are, obviously, with Luke Stoltman and also Graham Hicks. So Luke obviously is known for being a great shoulder presser, but so is Graham Hicks as well. More so, I would say, in terms of the log press for the pair of them, but equally still, they're both fantastic shoulder pressers, you know, through and through, and they certainly didn't disappoint on this event on the head-to-head. So it's a nice little head-to-head for the 2 of them. Luke's a little bit ahead here, manages obviously to work up to, I believe that was 110, and obviously then he goes on to the last dumbbell set at 120 kilos. So, you know, I can't believe these guys can just throw those dumbbells up like nothing. I mean, you can see the thickness of those bars is absolutely incredible. Luke just misses out on that lockout, unfortunately, but does go for a second attempt. Obviously, Graham is 1 behind at this point, so naturally he doesn't manage to get that 4th dumbbell. But good effort nonetheless. He got all the others up. But yeah, Luke's also gassed at this point as well. So well done, chaps. To even start on 80 kilos is just something else. So incredible strength. You know, static strength is unreal for those shoulders from these chaps. You know, for myself personally, the best I've done 62. So to even open an 80 is just something else. So here we've got Adam Bishop and obviously Tom Stoltman going head to head. Now, obviously, Adam was actually put with Tom pretty much. I think it's 2. Maybe 3 out of the 5 events they went head to head. It made sense. Obviously, Tom's, you know, World's Strongest Man and British Strongest Man previous for Adam. So, you know, these 2 obviously naturally wanted to be, you know, there's a good rivalry there despite being friends. And Tom, you know, Tom was pretty fast, to be fair. I was pretty impressed with him because, you know, Tom's had some weak events in the past, you know, like Hercules hold. Pressing also hasn't been, you know, amazing for him overall, but he does really well in this heat, and he actually manages to do all dumbbells very, very comfortably. I'd say, you know, a little bit of stumble on that first one, as you may have seen on the 80, but, you know, he gets to that fifth one quite comfortably, I'd say, and pretty fast. But, you know, unfortunately, he decides to tap out, and so does Adam. So they both managed to get 4, so well done, chaps. So a great start for the world strongman, current British strongman at that point, and previous Graham Hicks. So there were the scores at the end of event 1, with Luke, Tom and Adam in the top 3 position. So going into event 2, the super yoke, and this one was fast, you know, especially from Adam Bishop, as you can see from that score there, which he actually won this event. So the yoke itself actually weighed 400 kilos, so, you know, almost half a ton, so, you know, nothing special for these guys. And I've pulled up Mark Felix's performance because, you know, he absolutely smashed it. He's so fast on that track, and actually got the second highest score of the day for this comp. So well done to Mark, you know, making, you know, younger people look pretty amateur, to be fair. Desmond here does manage to finish the race, but unfortunately, you know, he was nowhere near Mark Felix's stunning performance. So well done, Mark. You absolute legend. That was really, really impressive, and I'm sure you felt great doing that for the fans. So obviously the next video I've got here is with Adam Bishop and Graham Hicks, and Adam Bishop, as you can see, absolutely tears down that track. An incredible time, an incredible performance. I mean, Graham's still super fast himself, but it's just no one's got anything on Adam there. Adam's really good at moving events. He's super fast. And, you know, that 400 kilos looked like it weighed nothing. So well done, mate. So obviously after that point, Adam's in the lead with 1 point difference over Tom. And obviously then you've got Luke still in the 3rd spot. So the 3rd event was the axle deadlift. As you can see here, Graham, Tom and Adam all tied for 1st. So the weight was set at 350 kilos. And, you know, as it always stands, athletes had 1 minute to complete as many reps as they could in that time, obviously with the straps, and I imagine obviously for the majority of them wearing the suit and belt as well. So here we've got Tom and Graham going head to head, and as I mentioned at the beginning, you had 8 reps for both athletes, and you know, I think Tom could have got 9, but I think he was probably saving some energy for the other 2 events coming. You know, naturally these guys, they want to win events, but you know, if you can match, you know, 1 or 2 other people and tie for points, you know, it's not so bad. Sometimes it's not worth obviously maxing out and using too much energy reserves, because you'll suffer on those other events. So Tom, you know, again, hasn't always been the best deadlifter, I would say, but you know, for this one he does really well to get 8 reps, and you know, he's looking solid in each event. Very different to Europe's, because as we know, he wasn't on his best, he wasn't in best form and shape for that, I'd say, and you know, he was aware of that. So well done, chaps, on that nice little head-to-head there. So for the other 2 athletes I'm showing you here, we had Adam Bishop and Mark Felix, and as we know, Mark and Adam are really good pullers, you know, great back strength. Adam's got a very unique you know, stance and you know, technique, you know, very, very narrow stance, the way he deadlifts. And Mark has just always been such a great deadlifter, you know, really good at pulling. I'd say, you know, obviously now I think his years are catching up with him a little bit, but nonetheless he still managed to do 6 reps, which actually got him fourth place spot technically with that performance. But Adam, you know, as you can see, he's just tearing through this event. 8 reps, so easy for him. Unfortunately didn't get that 9th rep, but you know, I think he could have, but again, I think he just wanted to save some energy, and you know, he was already feeling quite tired. You can see there he struggles to get over the knee at that point, and decides, you know, that's it, I'm done, because you just know, and you know, you've got to play it smart. You can't injure yourself, and you can't use too much energy. So well done to both athletes, taking 6 for Mark and obviously 8 for Adam. Obviously Adam here looking very strong going into the 4th event as a result of that great scoring again for him. So well done. So there are the scores at the after event 3, and you can see again Tom is only 1 point still behind Adam, with Graham Hicks 3 points behind. And now we had the 4th event, the loading race. See there, Tom and Luke took 1st and 2nd, but Shane and Desmond actually took 3rd and 4th. So that was pretty impressive performance from those 2 chaps, obviously being newcomers to this event. So what the athletes had to carry an anchor, 120 kilo barrel, as you can see there. They had a very heavy sandbag and tire. I'm not 100% certain on the weights of those, but I imagine they're pretty heavy, because you know, it's never going to be light work from these chaps. So you've got Desmond going against Paul Smith here, and you know, Desmond was really quick, and to be honest with you, Desmond and Shane, I would have expected to do well anyway, because they are smaller athletes, and generally they can move a lot quicker for that reason, you know, and they've generally got better cardio. So, but nonetheless, doesn't always mean you're going to do your best just because you are smaller for moving events. You still need that strength. So well done, chaps. Great performance. And, you know, Paul also did very well equally. So the next athletes that I covered on this one is obviously Shane Flowers from the UK, the current English strongest man, and also Andy Black, the current 2 times Scotland strongest man. And as you'll see here, Shane again was super fast. Obviously he took the 3rd place spot for this event, and you know, did really well. But you know, Andy, despite his size, still moves pretty well. You know, like, this guy's a big guy, and he's, you know, heavy, super heavyweight, and also super tall. You know, I think he's like 6'7" or something like that. So you know, well done to Andy, you know, keeping up with the smaller athletes. And you know, remember, he's still new to the sport. You know, he's still learning. He's only actually had a couple appearances at Giants Live himself, Andy, and every time he competes, he learns and improves and gets better. So good to see him obviously competing again. You know, I do like him. He seems like a really nice, normal, humble man, and it's great to see him doing well in these competitions. And I'm pretty confident he's going to keep improving as time goes by, as like most of them. Shane of course is you know, he's proved himself in this event, but definitely needs to improve in others if he's going to keep competing to a high standard with the chaps. But I'm sure he will, and naturally, like I mentioned about Andy, he will learn from it and grow and improve. So after event 4, as you can see, Tom's actually taken the lead from Adam with a 3-point difference, and Luke Stoltman's in 3rd at 29. So I've managed to cover here Mark Felix against Paul Smith, and the reason why I've chosen Mark is, again, he had a really good solid time. You know, does absolutely, you know, amazing here. You know, I just can't believe that he's just so good still at this age. You know, like most people his age, they're obese, they've got loads of health problems, they make excuses about their health, and you know, they're in denial. And let's just face it, they're kind of really, not to say they are, you know, naturally unwell, unfit, but they're not at this standard. You know, this man is just something else. Something's very special, and a top performance from him. And he took 5th place with a time of 19.5 for all 5 seconds on those castle stones, the final event of the day. As you know, all strongman competitions always finish on stones. It's just a standard thing. So, you know, well done, Mark. Another great performance, and you know, I'm very pleased for you that you did so well in a couple of the events. You know, you're still managing to hold your own against the others, and I'm praying that we're not going to see you retire anytime soon. Just like I'm sure the fans and even the athletes themselves don't want to see you go, because you are part of the furniture, and it would be a shame to not see you competing anymore. But I'm confident you'll still be involved even after retirement. Unfortunately for Adam Bishop, he went against the obviously king of the stones, Tom Stoltman, and you know, it's pretty much known, unless Tom makes a mistake, he's always going to win on any stone event in any strongman competition in the world. And you know, he didn't disappoint. He absolutely smashed down that tower of stones and naturally beat Adam. But Adam wasn't too far behind him, but you know, Tom's just another breed when it comes to stones, and as a result, taking that win, plus already being 3 points ahead after event 4, he become, for the first time, by the way, in 26 years, the newest Scottish man, the new Scotman to actually win Britain's Strongest Man. So incredible from him, and you know, it's 2 huge competitions in 1 year. Well done, Tom. So Tom had a comfortable 6-point lead over Adam Bishop, and actually 10 points ahead of 3rd place Graham Hicks, Luke only being 1 place behind Graham Hicks. So a bit unfortunate for him, but between the 2 brothers, you know, in 1 year they've won World Strongest Man, Europe Strongest Man and British Strongest Man. So, you know, as we all know, they are the strongest brothers in history, and they've absolutely cleaned up this year in all comps that they've competed in. And I'm really hoping for the Rogue Invitational, which we're about to talk to very shortly in this video, that Tom is going to prove himself against the top athletes there, because obviously he's going international again, and you know, there are some strong names in that lineup, particularly Martin Licis and Licis Kieliszkowski. But What a great competition, as always, from Giants Live. Thank you guys for another great one. You know, so many competitions in the space of 5 months, because obviously playing the catch up from the COVID pandemic last year, cancelling all shows, and to the athletes managing to actually compete, you know, that many times, such a short period of time. It's incredible that you're not even, you're not majorly injured. I'm sure you're broken and tired, but, you know, thank you so much, guys, for you know, giving us fans what we want to see. You know, world records and just generally top entertainment from incredible athletes. Commiserations, obviously, Adam. I'm sure you're slightly disappointed you didn't retain your title, but to lose to Tom is not a bad thing at all. You know, and you came second. It's not like you didn't make the podium. You came second. You lost to the better man on the day, not by a huge difference, but you know, even still, you're still showing that you represent, and you've got great prospects moving into the next competitions and obviously the next World Strongest Man. And again, Graham Hicks, well done, my man. You're also doing very well still, and you know, showing that you deserve to stay in Strongman. So the Rogue Invitational 2021 officially kicks off today, Friday, October the 29th at 11 a.m. CST time in America. And for us guys here in the UK, that's going to be 5 p.m. It'll be held in Texas, as you can see here from the information above. So the first day for the Strongman, we're going to have the elephant bar deadlift and also the CYR dumbbell press challenge for the athletes. So here are the athletes here: JF Caron, Rob Kearney, Licis Kieliszkowski, Martin Licis, Alexei Novikov, and Jerry Pritchett. Then we've got Brian Shaw, Mikhail Shivlikov, Luke Stoltman, and of course Tom Stoltman. So for the first event, which is taking place today, the Rogue Elephant Bar, the athletes will have 3 attempts to establish their max weight. I'm not sure what they're going to be opening on as yet. The second event, as you can see here, the weights start at 253 pounds all the way up to 300 pounds, and that's a head-to-head contest. So the events on day 2 for Saturday, we'll have the Wheel of Pain, which totals £20,000. And as it says, it's the same as the previous years. The athletes have 60 seconds to complete as many spins as they can with that wheel, or how should I say, sorry, rotations, not spins. The event 4 will be the Yoke carry overhead log lift medley with the weights there at 1,360 pounds. Then event 5 is the stone over hitching post, and as you can see here, those are the weights starting at 275 pounds all the way up to 420 pounds. There's some crazy numbers there, and I'm really excited to see it. So guys, let me know in the comment section below what your predictions are for the Rogue Invitational, and also what you thought of British Strongest Man. Hope you liked the video as always, and if you did, please remember to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Until next time, I'll see you all soon. Mig One Finis, signing out.